This is a disclaimer, though my next video was to be the spoiler-free review of A Quiet Place Part 2, but unfortunately, since I was unable to go to the theater today, it will be coming up tomorrow. So in its place, I will be bringing to you the first of two parts of all the films I had watched this past May. So enjoy. Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. I'm sorry I didn't do my actual type of opening, so I humbly apologize for the disclaimer. I'm Duel, the Big D, to y'all. This, of course, is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. I'm here with a ranking, and it'll be the first installment of a two-part ranking of all the flicks I rewatched in May. I unfortunately put it as June on the ranking, so I humbly apologize for that, but that's no way. I don't apologize to y'all. Whoops, my bad. Anyway, I rewatched 28 movies for the month of May, so let's go ahead and get into this. Number 28 is Rock-A-Doodle from 1991. This film from Don Bluth really kind of got dissed in my view, but still, it's pretty good in ways. I mean, Glenn Campbell put on a great performance. And the rest of the cast was absolutely really good. And it isn't really one of the best on Bluth films, but still, it's pretty good in ways. Okay, now coming in at number 27, now I'm going rapid fire on this, okay? Number 27 is The Dukes of Hazzard. Though I originally had this on DVD in the unrated form, I revisited the film in its theatrical, but this time in its theatrical form on Tubi. Yeah, I know this another film that got a lot of hate on, and I can understand this was nowhere as close to as good as the actual TV series, which I have yet to talk about. I will sometime down the road. Now, however, I will talk about the animated series next month. You'll be happy to know. Just give me a sneak preview of what's to come on my channel next month. Anyway, Dukes of Hazzard it's got its fun moments in my view. Well, the cast isn't quite as close to as good, except maybe for Willie Nelson as Uncle Jesse. Yeah, that's just one of the things I did like about it in ways. Okay, number 26 is Ratchet and Clank from 2016. Now, this of course is based on the games that I have played and still do to this day. But anyway, this film isn't too bad. It's an underrated movie. I also found it's on Tubi, but while I've got on DVD, I'm just comfortable with it on physical media. If you're a fan of the games, you ought to check it out. I already did a review of this if you have not checked it out. But Ratchet and Clank, it's pretty fun. And pretty cool, since it's got most of the same voice actors from the actual original games, you know. Now, coming in at number 25 is Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer from 2007. I watched this on Disney Plus. I mean, despite I don't have it on physical media like I do its predecessor, I will review this maybe later on or next year for its anniversary. But this film is pretty underrated, even though considering it got PG rating. I will say that we still got some pretty good fun moments. It's a little comical, a little cheesy in some ways, but overall, I thought it was pretty good. I mean, we got Silver Surfer, who was pretty good, but well, I just hope for the best. The Fantastic Four from Marvel Studios will be even better. Now, coming in at number 24 is Urban Legend from 1998. I revisited this on Tubi. I gotta say, this is a pretty good slasher and what have you. I love this movie. I have seen it a few times, and, well, it's got a pretty good cast and what have you. Alicia Witt, and Jared Leto, Michael Rosenbaum, Tara Reid, Rebecca Gayheart, I believe that's who that was, yes. All of them, they were all real good in my view. It's pretty good. Sequels, well, not too bad. I was going to review the second one. Maybe I will later on this year. We'll just stay tuned and find out. Now, coming in at number 23 is Bloody Birthday from 1980, or was it 81? It's either of those. But anyway, now, though I usually would watch this on my birthday, which I did, but since I got that Fire Stick light, I decided to watch on the TV for the first time on Tubi. It's really good on my TV, and I gotta say, I absolutely love this. This is one of my favorite Killer Kids horror flicks. It's just a really good flick. Enough said about that. Now, coming at 22 is Alien 3 from 1992. Definitely a bit underrated than the other two. You'll see those later on in the second half of this ranking because they're more higher. Alien 3 is just a little underrated because, well, we got Sigourney Weaver back, and, well, the rest of the cast isn't too bad. We have Brad Dourif in this. I almost seem to recall. Yes, he's in this. But I gotta say, this is pretty good, in my view. You will give reviews of the Alien franchise later on this year. Possibly later on this summer, since Aliens, which will be shown in the second half of this ranking, will be celebrating its 30th anniversary. No, wait, 35th anniversary. Whoops! My mistake. But Alien 3, it's not too bad. I mean, it's kind of 50-50 for me, but still it's action-packed in ways. Now, coming in at number 21 is All Dogs Go to Heaven 2 from 1996. Very underrated sequel, despite Don Bluth was not involved, nor was old Burt Reynolds return as Charlie, so they got Charlie Sheen to do the voice acting for Charlie. We had Dom DeLuise back as Itchy. But the rest of the voice actors were pretty good, considering some of their original voiceovers were dead. Anyway, but I especially love Sheena Easton as Sasha LaFleur, and so far the review for this movie has already done so well on my channel. I'm really impressed. But it's pretty fun. Now, coming in at number 20 is Divergent from 2014. I really loved this movie. I mean, based on the book series of the same name, I mean, after we had gotten Twilight and then The Hunger Games and then this film came out and soon The Maze Runner would follow. Divergent's really good. Shailene Woodley absolutely was perfect in this. And I did like the rest of the cast. They were all real good. I think Divergent's good. You'll see its sequel in just a moment. I didn't watch the third one, Allegiant, though. Sorry. But it's pretty good. Now, coming in at number 19 is The Hills Have Eyes, the original from 1977, directed by the late great Wes Craven. Great movie. I may not have seen the remake, though, but the original's pretty good in ways. I liked how the family in their camper gets stuck in the middle of nowhere in a test range, and these cannibals come after him. Yeah, that's really something. Now, coming at 18 is The Land Before Time from 1988. Great movie. Another great film from Don Bluth. The only other one he did with Steven Spielberg after An American Tail. And George Lucas was actually involved as well. I really did love this movie. I mean, I saw this when I was a kid. It's absolutely really good, and I think it's just good. It just has a great cast of characters. Littlefoot, Sarah, Ducky, Petrie, Spike, all of those dinosaurs. They were all pretty good. Now, coming in at number 17 is Insurgent, which I just watched earlier on Tubi. This, of course, is the sequel to Divergent, and I thought this was a little bit more better than its predecessor. I liked it just a little more, because it was more action-packed in some parts. Again, Shailene Woodley shines as Triss, and still we got some great performances from most of the stars we saw in the previous film. I just gotta say, Insurgent I thought was good in ways, and still action-packed too. Now, coming in at number 16 is The Towering Inferno, which I just more recently did a review of not so long ago. The other day, is. Yeah, great disaster film from Irwin Allen, the guy who brought us The Poseidon Adventure. With a great all-star cast that includes Paul Newman, Steve McQueen, William Holden. Yeah, this was just so good. I really loved how this here large villain turns into, gets part of it, a hot fire and what have you, a fire breaks out. Yeah, really something. If you've not seen my review of this, you need to check out. And finishing up the first half of this ranking, number 15 is Disney's Descendants from 2015. You got you gotta watch this movie if you haven't. I mean, I love this movie. At first, I didn't think I was gonna like it, but after I've watched it numerous times, I love it. Along with the two others, you'll see those in the next video. But anyway, I love the Descendants movies. I loved all the characters: Mal, Evie, Jay, Carlos, who was played by the late Cameron Boyce. May he rest in peace. Everyone else really good and what have you. I think it was just so much fun. And all those great songs you do get here, like Run to the Core. Yeah, it's just so much fun. It's a blast. I really love this movie and its sequels. Enough said. Okay, that's going to end it for the first half of my rewatches for May. So, what did you think of this? Please tell me in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, be a part of the Big D Nation, and stay tuned for part 2 of this ranking coming up. And thanks for watching, and if you like this, you might want to check out some of my reviews for the films I had already reviewed this past month on here. In the upper left-hand corner is the one I did on All Dogs Go to Heaven 2. The upper right-hand corner is the review I did for The Towering Inferno. The bottom left-hand corner is the review I did of The Land Before Time. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.